Hello, and welcome to Rainbows and Razor Blades Productions, where chaos reigns in all of our content. Welcome to our game tonight for another installment of Somnum, Exterreri. As a note, we do have merch. Chad reminded me last night that I should probably, hawk that. And now I need to grab this because I knew I was going to do this and I wasn't prepared. We have logo shirts. Woo! And we have another design that Kat made today, which is exciting, and she's got more in the works. And we're going to actually open a legit store sooner rather than later. But on to the fun stuff. Let us meet our players. We do have a special guest tonight, so we will start with Don. Tell us who you are and who you're playing.
I'm Don. I'm playing Clinton Frink, also known as Drake. That's who I'm playing. And you can find me in and around the web at Don Von Dolan or at D Von Dolan.
All right. And then we will go to Kat.
I'm Kat. I am known as Autonauts on Twitter. And tonight I'm playing Obscura, our Netrunner. And that is that.
Eric with 1C.
Hi, my name is Eric. I am playing Half Moon Harvey, the Fixer, for tonight's game. I'm also known as Trials of Ren TTRPG on both Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, that's about it. Let's get started.
Marie.
I'm Marie. I'm playing Patches, the Medtech, and I'm Woven Freckles on Twitter.
Eric with 2 C's.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm Despair on all social media. I'm playing Domino, the exec. I'm the one to bring the group together.
And Tim.
Yeah, I'm Tim. You can find me as Glenn Blackmore on Twitter. And I am playing Lobo, the barely restrained psychotic cyborg.
And
8% cyborg, 100%, 90% cyborg, 100% art.
Yeah.
And I am Kristen, the game master for this evening, taking us through the craziness. And I do promise by next week we will have up on Coffee ways to influence the game now that I am more familiar with how it plays. And now, finger guns to Kat.
Can't do the finger guns because I forgot to cut that part of the video.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm just going to say it. When we last left our group, they had just successfully infiltrated Rockland Augmentics, where shady dealings were happening in the payroll. But upon their exit, they were waylaid by security after Lobo had thrown an icy into a coffee pot and convinced little admin ladies it would explode. Of course it didn't, but this caused one of them to pull the fire alarm. Despite all that, Obscura was able to get into the net and procure files relevant to the shady payroll and left a virus behind to sniff out more information. And Domino got his hands on some hard copies of some payroll documents as well, including some labeled OB for what he presumes is off books that caught his eye. Half Moon Harvey has been helpful in distraction and deducing things that have eluded our exec Domino in his own building. Our medtech Patches waited outside to overcome the horrid sickness brought on by the expired sardines that Lobo consumed in an enclosed car in an enclosed elevator. Upon the alarm going off, she moved closer to the building to investigate and was grabbed by security as a possible co-conspirator and brought into the lobby, where the rest of our party was just stopped by Clinton Frink, a heinous figure from Obscura and Lobo's past, and the right hand of Jacinda Hidalgo in Somnum Exterreri, where we set our stage. Now, before we start anything else, Clinton, please give me a roll for concentration.
Did you say me or somebody else? I didn't. My brain
Clinton,
went,
yes.
My brain went silly on the name. I apologize.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Like, oh yeah, wait, I'm playing a person. That'll be 17.
Oh, yeah. As you walk down these stairs, you spy amongst this group the faces of two people that are supposed to be dead. About 6 years ago, you had stomped down the family of the Lupus of Lupu Inc. to make the merger cheaper than it would have been. Part of this was your co-conspirator Kiara Selesnik, who had been engaged to Trajan, who had cornered them, and from what she had told you, had killed them and thrown them down a well that fed into the expansive lake, underground lake that lies below the city.
Okay. And I just see them in the lobby.
Yes.
Right. Anything that they're doing specifically at this moment?
You have come down as, with the fire alarm being pulled, security alerted you to suspicious characters and gave descriptions to yourself and the rest of security that even without the few that had been in janitor's clothes, their looks were easy enough to pick out.
Of course it was. They were never very optimized. There's a reason why they were, laid off.
What is your reaction upon seeing them?
He'll sneer in their general direction. And just, this is what they say. You never assign a task to someone who's just not competent. And begin to walk with security towards them.
Any reactions out of Obscura or Lobo?
What does Clinton look like?
A much slimmer, better looking version of me.
MS Paint.
Play what you know.
Well dressed, very, very well dressed in that casually expensive way. So it's really, really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Like the nicest polo shirt money can buy, but it's like super fancy.
But it's still a polo shirt.
Still
Right.
a fucking polo shirt.
Like he's going golfing.
Just came back from a trip. I look at Domino. Dominican Republic. I think we got eyes on us, and I'm not talking about these people. Why do you suppose that one? You see that one? Who is he?
Do I recognize that the three of them know each other?
Would that make a human perception check?
What's this
Alright.
going on? I just kind of nudge.
I got a 10 plus 4, 14 plus 9, 23.
Yeah, you're definitely noticing that there's tension here, but you do also recognize Clinton both as the right hand of Jacinda here in Somnum, though that's not necessarily completely wide known, but you do work for the company, and so and also that he is the head of marketing and advertising.
Okay.
You might also notice that there's a little bit of, depending on which side of Lobo you're on, there's a little bit of blood starting to kind of drip from his hand.
I nudge Lobo and I'm like, that guy was at the party. You recognize him?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's not time
I
to
tell
get
Harvey that under my breath what I notice, and I think we need to be a little careful with what's going on.
I mean, are we talking about careful, like don't talk, careful, or don't
Like,
lift a finger,
if something
careful?
starts, get behind Lobo.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's-
truthfully, he's probably a
it's-
better tank.
Oh, do we
And
see?
as you guys are all doing this, there is commotion from the doors behind you,
Okay.
where 3 more security walk in, and they do have patches with
No,
them.
fuck.
And one of them yells out, "Hey boss, I think we got one more. She was skulking outside."
Now I'm torn. Ugh.
At least that one looks useful.
I'm gonna sort of try to sculpt my face and not show any recognition when I look at the group. I'm gonna pretend I don't know them.
Make a. There's so many skills, so many skills.
There really
Make a
is.
performance check.
Performance. I
Or
don't
acting,
see.
yeah. Acting is what I meant, sorry.
I don't think I've got that either.
Under performance skills. If you have your zeros turned off, it won't show up in the app.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, acting or performance?
be acting.
Acting is under performance, yes. So I think that's the only thing that would work. But let me check quick. Or persuasion. If you have persuasion, you can use that as well.
Acting is under cool, and so is
Persuasion. Yeah, they're
Persuasion,
both
yeah.
under cool.
I'm looking at it how they're under social skills, and I forget that it's under the actual thing for you guys.
yeah.
Acting, I got 16.
Clinton, make a human perception check for me.
Oh yay! One of my grand skills. Oh, that's a 10. So
Ooh.
that's another 10
Oh.
and a 1. So 21 plus 8 is 29. I have not rolled that high on a D10 in a long time.
So you look over and you see her like a split second of just like shit in her eyes before she schools her face.
Competence. Keep that one alive.
Oh.
What the fuck did we just get ourselves involved in?
Oh.
I know it's a big ass big man, but can you table that aggression for just a minute so we can work this out?
And just so you know, there are 6 guards that were already with him, and then the
Yeah.
3 that came in with patches. So it is a grand total of 10 people against the 5 of you.
Is there a window that all of us can jump out of?
You're on the 10th floor. Because the lobby is on the 10th floor because the main roadways are elevated at the 10th floor level of this entire level of the city.
Sometimes winning is dying, so I'm not going to do that. No.
Our janitorial staff has been hard pressed this week. So rather not get blood on the linoleum. So,
Yeah, you're short uniforms too.
you know, I mean, it happens. If you know, it is an entry level position. We'd gladly offer it to someone with your skill set.
Are we really having this conversation?
To Obscura, he just goes, "Tell me when."
Not yet.
Damn it.
Probably soon, but not yet.
So
I do need real quick, Lobo.
Uh,
Make me a concentration check for mentally controlling yourself.
oh,
is he a goblin in a meat suit?
I mean,
I mean, he's pretty close.
He did play a gremlin in our last game.
I did.
That's true.
Concentration. Oh, I actually have that's a skill of mine, sort of. That's a 15.
Okay, yeah, it's
hard.
hard, but you are able to control yourself and not just let yourself off the chain. Like you said, there is blood dripping down one of your hands from
Something.
yeah, digging, like somewhere your body is so tense that the cyberware in your body has cut you open, basically.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
So anybody know what we should be doing? I'm not speaking in character, but what should we do? Because it just sounds like everybody's just surrounding us, and there is
We should just go with them. There's nothing we can do at the moment. It's gonna get bloody. We need to get ourselves into a better place tactically before we can make any decisions. And the fact that this guy is the right hand of Jacinda means that we've got an opportunity to figure out what more is going on, because he wouldn't be here if it wasn't for something important. He doesn't normally stick around this level. He's usually up on the exec level.
I think that makes sense.
So I'll in character, I'll turn to Clinton and say, so you got a boardroom or something you want to talk at? This seems a little public.
Yeah, we have oh, what is it you guys call it down on these levels? Oh, conference room. That's what it is.
Security
Yeah,
spots are
I'm
nice.
sure there's one around here. Whoever's in it, we can
Yeah,
just
it's right
kick
over
out.
there. I point
We
at
can just
the nearest.
kick them out. It's fine.
Oh,
It's-
everybody's left the building because of the fire alarm. Like it's still
Yeah.
going off.
Can one of y'all fix that? It's annoying.
One of the security guards gets on his radio. Hey, cut the alarm. We're pretty sure it was the idiot with the icy that caused it to be pulled and not anything actually bad.
Do they
And the
usually
alarm
talk-
does stop.
Character, but
Do they usually talk like this to everybody in corporate?
I don't know, but I'm.
yes.
I
The
met
answer to that is yes.
I met mobsters that were more respectful.
Typically all are.
I mean, there's a level of danger in that line of work that we don't adhere to at this level. So it's probably why the respect is better there.
Hmm. No, it's more dangerous.
But yes, come to the conference room. I'm sure we can whiteboard something out.
So the
Cool.
I'll
security
lead them
guards
to-
do kind of enclose all of you with Clinton following behind. And you walk into the conference room. Two of them take position at the door, one outside, one inside, and then the rest of them array themselves around the room.
Out of character, does anyone feel like this is like the scene in Empire where they all get ushered in to have dinner with Darth Vader? Because that's what I'm picturing right now.
No, there's a little less force usage.
Can you imagine?
That's
Can you
the
imagine
point.
what it would look like if they watched Darth Vader eating? How weird that would have been.
I'm sure he just uses
Straw.
an IV.
Just
It's
That
just
almost
straight.
sounds the
It's
same.
just straight Bacta tank.
I think
Are you
Lobo's
telling me that he makes meat smoothies and eats them with a straw?
as you.
or maybe he has like like his sustenance is like a meat patch. He's 98% robot, so maybe it's just like a patch that he's like, yeah, that's good enough.
Anyway,
Sorry.
So Lobo's gonna post up next to the one by the door.
he kind of nudges you with the gun in his hands and says, "Go sit at the table."
Make me.
Sit down. Not right now.
No, he just got poked. Make me.
I'll reach past one of the guards, grab a couple of waters, pass it to one to Harvey.
I love the smooth. The smooth is good.
Domino, I really, really, really hope before the big man does something stupid. Please tell me there's vodka in here.
I'll tell you whatever you want, but
Make me a persuasion skill, Lobo, to get him to stand down.
Persuasion. Yeah. Okay.
Is there an intimidation or something equivalent for stats?
It would be under persuasion. It doesn't have it quite.
24. There's a 10 and a 4. That was fun.
The tens are rolling. I just rolled 2 10s
No, oh damn.
and a 9.
Oh, he ain't, oh, he
For a
ain't no
total
bitch.
of 33.
All
I
right.
just-
He just kind of
Okay.
stares at you and he's like, "I will make you. Don't test me." And he aims the gun straight at your sternum.
And I just hook my arm through his. And I'm like, come on. This is
I,
in 10
I
minutes.
allow myself to be led away, but I'm somewhat cowed. Just not willing to. I'm too stubborn to let it show. I'm gonna kill that one.
Domino, if you tell me that this is vodka
I'm
right
going
now,
to
I will believe
rip
you.
his heart out.
So they do all eventually sit down at the table. And you're standing at the head of it. You're getting ready to give whatever grand speech when the door does open again. And in walks Jacinda Hidalgo. You
The
did
floor
not
is
know she
yours.
was in town, Clinton.
He completely stone-faced. The floor is yours.
She does walk up to the front of the room. And sorry, I got distracted by something. She looks over each of you and says, well, I do commend your ability to get into places you're not wanted. And I'm sure to get information that doesn't belong to you. I might have a use for you.
Is she saying that to all of us, or just like is her eyes just peered at one of us?
Oh, she's saying it to the room at large.
All right, well.
Lay it on the table. What are we talking about?
One second.
Sip my vodka water.
Here's vodka water.
It's we call it fodder. I don't know.
Father.
Fodder.
I know this father.
You do.
It's very German.
She does say, well, I do believe we're having issues with another mega corporation trying to infringe on what we're doing here. And I could use people of your skills to help with that. I mean, as long as you hand over all of the information you got from us and agree not to dispense it.
I look at her and I ask, how well do you know us?
Oh, all I know is that you're capable. You got in here and you got information that is not yours.
I kind of look at Domino, and I just kind of give this notion of, you're the leader. What do you want to do?
I mean, ultimately, I don't really care about everything. This is just I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the off book stuff anyways. So us not having that right now isn't exactly
Priority.
crucial, and we've got the knowledge of what's going on. It's not like we not having this means that we won't know about it. We can always follow up on it later. We still need to head down to the Ignis level to figure out what's going on. I'll look like very ponderingly at stuff and I'll say, all right, so you get this information back. You know, you got to stop hiding things off the books. That's how people get noticed. If you keep that information here or in any other location that is a corporate office, you're going to eventually have somebody far more deadly and capable than us get it, and then they will make out. So why don't we consider this a let's see, what is it that those people do? Oh, a security breach test protocol, and then we'll listen to what you have to say.
You seem to think that this is a negotiation.
Oh,
This
no,
is
it is a negotiation because you see the information's out there now. It's not right here, just here. Other people are going to find out. So yeah, you can have us all killed, but it's going to be bloody and messy. And we've got people that are watching what's going on. We're willing to listen.
Roll a persuasion check, because as far as I know, it hasn't gotten past you all, besides maybe the few things you've said to Dulcie.
All right. There it is. I got an 8. I have a 12, so that's a total of 20.
She only rolled an 18, so she does believe you. Clinton, you can go ahead and roll human perception as well to see if you can call his bluff.
He looks at him. He's like, he looks at her, looks at him. He's like, see, that's what I call a value add. This is why we invested in this one. We should check out his metrics, make sure he gets that raise. That's that COLA at least.
When I see that she's seriously considering it, I'll gather the documents up and slide it over to Clinton.
He just looks straight past you and the digital copies.
I look over at Autumn.
Did I put them on a chip? I can't remember what I did with all that stuff afterwards.
I think you put it on a chip.
All right. So I reach over into my middle arm and I hand him a chip.
Takes the chip, puts it in just to check. Puts it in his chipware socket.
And you do see that they have gotten not only information on payroll that is labeled for designers that don't exist, that is being siphoned to you, that Jacinda does not know about. And that there is also, they got information from the actual design admin level that is proof that you are dabbling again in cybernetic enhancements that are just alt-like and were outlawed by the AI protocols.
He scans through it, then looks over to her, stone-faced again. Looks like that's everything. I'll have to make sure have our techs go over it just to verify. But yeah, looks like they just got design plans and such.
I just kind of look at Clinton and just look away.
And I'll roll the for persuasion if you need me to.
Go ahead and roll for the persuasion.
16, that's 30. He might have maxed out persuasion.
Sometimes to
Everybody
get to the
believes
top.
every word out of your mouth at this point.
By the way, Bigfoot is Mongolian. Oh, I believe him.
Jacinda does stand there for a minute and she's all like, well, how much have they uncovered?
Oh, the Gestalt program, at least, just off my cursory reading. Nothing customer centric, and a bit on the AI side, though.
Does anybody try to call him out on the payroll aspect as a question?
I don't even understand it, so no.
I think I'm gonna hold that one for later.
Just put a pin in that.
Oh, I'll put a pin in you later.
Where am I putting a pen?
Now I'm gonna hold on to that nugget because I mean I downloaded all the information, but I looked at it, so I do remember all of it. So I know he's shady as fuck. But if he's trying to get it past Jacinda, then there's you know, there's some other stuff going on. So I might hang on to that. It might be valuable later.
Kat, also give me or Obscura, sorry. So many skills.
Sorry if I get anybody's handles wrong. I'm trying to remember who's who half the time.
Do you have Twitch up? Because it's all on Twitch. Or I could give you a list.
Trying to think of what would work for what I'm asking. Give me 1 second.
Bees.
God damn, I guess the closest it would be an electronics or security check to see if you were able to hold back any of the documents you took.
An electronics or security check?
Yeah, or do a library library scan for your library to see if you were able to hold anything back and they didn't notice.
Library would work.
Thanks, Ty. There is library.
Yes. Library. So, 18.
Yeah, you were able to keep copies of most everything. So you do still have those. You were able to sneakily enough have the backup copies, or you made backup copies in case something like this happened. And so you still have those while having given over to them what you had collated.
Cool.
Jacinda does look around and she's like, well, it was bound to get out that we were messing with the AI protocols anyways. But I'd like to keep that secret a little bit longer. So you've made good on your part. I would like for you all to get into Arasaka for me.
I'm sorry, suicide's way easier.
Wait, I'm sorry. I know I have one missing ear, but what was that?
And do what?
They are withholding information on a joint project, and much like this situation, are attempting to blackmail us into taking less than we deserve. And as some in this room can attest, we'll go to many lengths, both with us and Danger Gal, who are our partners in crime, to get what we want.
I'm sorry. What company did you say again?
Danger
Arasaka.
Gal. Yeah.
I look at Domino and I'm like, my eyes are kind of, well, my one eye is just kind of like, what did you get ourselves into?
Well, we can't just.
I
go
look back
into
and I'm like,
Arasaka,
shrug.
though.
I finished the rest of my fodder.
I pull out the whiskey that you gave me earlier, the little bottle, and slide it over to you.
And I just take it and I just fill it up. And I'm assuming everybody has a Dixie cup or whatever in front of them, right?
I mean, somebody did grab water for everyone.
Yeah, I just
And
tossed
I-
the water over my shoulder and put the cup in front of Harvey.
Yeah. And I just, I'm like, I'm assuming we all want one.
No.
No? Okay. Big Eye doesn't want one.
That's all right. I'll take his.
All right.
I'm good.
You're good, Patches? All right.
So wait. We do this for you. Then I get 5 minutes with him. And he points, I think.
Yeah.
5 minutes. So I won't.
I slide the cup back to Obscura and one back to Domino, even though he didn't ask for one.
She does kind of sit back and she's like, well, and to be fair, you wouldn't necessarily even have to infiltrate Arasaka. The person that we really need dealt with, and who at all times has the information we need on his person, does enjoy a bit of gambling and the other things they offer over at the New Macau.
What's their name? Let's get down to details.
Is tell me who I have to kill.
I don't
I
think that's
the point is
necessarily
to
what we're
bring him
doing.
back alive.
I information.
Who's the target?
I
His name
kill and
is-
patches brings back. It's same thing.
The way that you make them dead, there is no bringing them back.
She's good at sewing.
No, cloning is supposedly a thing. It's Arasaka.
Well, if we don't have to
Rough
infiltrate
era.
Arasaka, it'd be a lot easier.
I do not understand.
Era fucking Saka.
I just kill and be fine.
They make about half the parts in your body.
But just one person, like
No,
easy kill.
it's we're going to go try to fuck up the whole company somehow. So
They're a company that specializes in also making their own kind of coffins. To put that in perspective.
That is good. They already have what they need.
I just look at Harvey and I'm like, this is just drink.
Daily, hourly thing. Yes, I understand. If you want another shot, I will gladly give you 3 more.
Just kind of slides the cup over.
She does
Yeah.
not need more alcohol.
I think
Jacinda
after today,
does
we will.
say that, well, we don't even actually know his real name because
There it is.
he's a contractor for the company.
Hmm.
And
What's the name you know?
The alias, yeah.
we know him as a risk.
Oh,
What does he do?
he risks his life.
He is a fixer of sorts. They contract him out to bring in special projects, special people. He's basically a headhunter, but he has headhunted too many of the people we would like.
So when he headhunts, is this peaceful or aggressive acquisition?
Question is also, are they employees or experiments?
Well, it is Arasaka. We're not entirely sure.
Well,
We
what would it
do
be for
just
you?
know that it is talent that we think would be good for us, and they are no
So-
longer available to us.
So let me ask this. Are you wanting him to be acquired and put to work here? Or do you want them removed from the equation?
Yes, removed.
Well, it depends on what has happened to them, of course. If they're there against their will and still would like to come work here, then obviously, yes, we would like them. But mostly for now, we just have our eyes on
Risk.
getting him out of the picture.
Right. So we kill
So it's a
Risk,
hit.
and then I kill Fink.
That's fine. Think someone else. I'm Frank. It's fine.
Fink. You Fink.
We'll take him after we take out your friend. That's what we
Right.
get.
Right? I am confused now.
Shh, I'm trying to
We'll just
close
make
the
sure it's in the
door.
contract. Call it
I-
a win-win.
Did I kill Fink?
Yes, someone named Fink will die for you. That's fine.
No. Although I'm like, we'll get it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have a question regarding this Risk guy. Does he? You say he goes to New Macau to gamble.
Yes.
I'm assuming he doesn't go alone.
Well, he is very often seen with very pretty ladies on his arm.
Oh,
Any irons?
Any what? Sorry.
any irons with
Iron?
him?
Does he have security?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Iron, gun.
He probably does. They keep well hidden, but he has been known to be able to protect himself fairly well.
Do we have any specs? What does he have on his body? Does he carry a gun? Am I gonna shake his hand and a blade comes out?
Or what does he even
That
look
That
we
doesn't
do not
happen.
know.
That doesn't happen ever. Mm-mm.
What does he look like? We need some sort of way to spot him.
Yeah. Does he look like
You
a
can't just go
bitch?
killing random people at the casino.
Does he wear like face mask? And he points
have a
at
picture.
Half Moon Harvey. Does he wear like mask?
It's not a mask. It's whatever.
We do know that he is of Southeast Asian descent. We suspect Vietnamese. His hair is short and spiked. He's never seen without fingerless gloves. And he has a tendency to dress as nude as possible. So like mesh shirts, like barely covering the bits, mesh pants. It's his signature look.
I look at Domino again. I'm like, what did you get us into?
Apparently went back to the combination car wash strip club.
He just dresses very organically.
Well,
It just went from a
So he
heist
looks
to a
like he got
smut.
caught in a fishing net. That's attractive.
but it is better for Patches. If he is in net when I cut him, he have all the parts there.
Well, I don't know if she's even going to have to patch him. I think the insinuation is we don't have to bring him back.
Patches, how do you feel about that? I don't want to. I mean, I'm assuming you don't want to be volunteered.
Or
Oh, maybe Patches kill him.
You know, touching the smut man or whatever. The Vietnamese
patch
short
him
hairs.
up?
No. You do the other way. Like not heal, but hurt. Because we dress you up. Because you always have pretty lady. You then
And Obscura just kind of looks at him when he starts talking about pretty lady, and it's just like, really?
what? She would clean up fine. It's not the point. And then
you're not really selling me here, Lobo.
Well, you're fine. It's okay. You then give like bad medicine to him, and he die.
Lobo, I would listen to you say the weather.
It is rainy. I don't know. But then he die and no one suspect us.
Wait. Did you just come up with a plan to stealthily murder somebody?
And then I kill Fink openly, like
But you
with blood.
Wait, those sardines go to your head.
No, maybe.
Jacinda kind of leans over to one of the security guards in the room. Bets on if he was ever right in his head.
And Obscura just kind of shakes her head at Jacinda.
I wouldn't be opposed to the idea, but I don't really feel like we're getting a fair deal here. I'm not really sure what's in it for us.
Oh, right, because I only want to kill Fink.
Well, basically, we're offering this instead of just outright killing you. At that
What
moment,
makes you think we can't take you?
she looks
like
at Frink and the 10 guards that are in the room, and there are only 6 of you because I forgot about Janetta, but Janetta is there.
I take all 3 shots.
I look instead at Lobo and say, I'll take our chances.
Yeah, me too.
And at that moment, Clinton, you do get a phone call. And out of habit, you put it on speaker.
Cool.
And it is none other than the
No.
dulcet tones of Kiara Selesnik that
Oh.
comes over the phone.
So
And on that note, we're going to take a break.
oh my gosh.
Thank you so
It's
much
about
to all of the people
fail.
watching and all of our players for so far. We should be back in about 5-10 minutes.
All right.
Right.
Welcome back. When we left off, the ex-fiance of our very own Lobo was calling Clinton Frink. And because it was habit, Clinton put her on speakerphone. And so her voice came over the phone where Lobo could hear it. Darling, when will you be home?
Oh, just dealing with some
And
organics, an
Obscura
organic
just, like,
problem.
her hand, like, as she hears this, immediately, like, wrenches on to Lobo's arm and, like, death grips it.
Kind
Because-
of in the weeds right now, but we'll drill down on it and get it wrapped up relatively quick.
She's getting Obscura's gonna have to roll strength because he was mid striking. Like something.
How many guards are around us?
Yeah, I know, right?
9.
Shit. What am I gonna roll here?
My 22 athletics. Or did I roll brawling? I have a better skill in brawling.
Oh, let's see. Let me go to my.
Yeah, you can use athletics.
Martial arts. Can I use martial
Yeah,
arts?
you can use martial arts to try and like put him in a lock and grapple him.
She's doing the mom hand.
Yeah.
21.
That's my 24. I do not strike Clinton, but my wolvers come out.
By the way,
Just my right hand, and I impale his phone.
Ha.
Just through the table. And then pull it out, and my wolvers go away.
Jacinda kind of looks over and she's like, well, that was extreme.
Was it his personal phone or was it the corporate phone?
It was his personal.
Okay, he pulls out another one and texts her and tells her what happened.
Tells her exactly what happened, or
Sorry, the phone call was cut off in a meeting.
nice.
Yes, he had. I did purchase many personal cell phones, all burners.
Yeah.
Jacinda kind of looks around the room and she's like, well, I think we've come up with a proposal, a deal, an offer, a contract, if you will. And she does pull out a fully pre-written contract.
I'll grab it, take a look at it, and I'll look for where it says that my raise is coming in, along with. And if it's not in there, along with payment for the rest, I'll point that out. I'm saying nothing's free.
Yeah, can you make
As
sure
you-
that taking Clinton is in there too?
Give me a... I never remember what order these are in either.
Probably bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a bureaucracy check on how well you read this contract.
Look.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 points of luck on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I got a 7, so that's 10 or 9 plus 10, 19.
Okay, yeah, you look at this pretty closely. And this is pre-written, like it's printed out. There's no possible way that she didn't know who you all were before you broke into the building.
certainly not me. I doubt she listened to my music.
It's got you in there with your raise and you getting a promotion, basically. It does have in there that Patches will be given upgrades for her clinic and access to databases that will help her in her side research, which I will talk with you about later. It does mention Half Moon Harvey and investing in his bar and giving him free liquor through one of their companies for the next year.
Dubliner.
And that for the Lupus, they will be given recompense for the loss of their family. And while Lobo can't kill Frink straight out, she will allow trial by combat.
So I'm gonna
And
hand out
Obscura also gets an updated cyber deck on top of the recompense.
All right, so I'll walk through the contract, everyone point these out. But as I do that, I'd have my light tattoos shift to street slang gang sign for caution. And as I talk to Harvey about his, because I am not confident that they're gonna stand up to this. So we need to have a backup plan.
Oh, I'm very confident. I'm very
Make
confident
it-
that's
Make a human perception roll just in case. Harvey.
both of us. Okay. Perception.
Would everyone be able to see this tattoo?
It would be on
Make
my, to help you with the setting decision, it would be on the inside of my forearm.
17.
You can go ahead and make your perception skill, Clinton.
Regular perception or human?
I think that this would be regular because it's a hidden clue, basically, that he's just flashed over that may not necessarily be.
15. Or no, sorry. 19.
All right, let me roll my stealth, right?
Yes.
Conceal.
Or actually, yeah, I don't have.
Yes, stealth or conceal, either one will work.
Okay. All right, it's gonna be stealth. I got a 14.
So yeah, you definitely see that the tattoo changes. Roll me a concentration check to see how well you know the gang symbols.
I could also just roll street slang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too. Is
I
there
mean, concentration is hot. Yeah,
I want-
it's under language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have your street slang and your primary, and then any additional languages that you learned.
15 on street slang or 16 if it was concentration.
Yeah, that'd probably be pretty figure about, because it's not it's a common
Yeah.
symbol, I'm sure.
You can see it. I should
He doesn't-
probably roll for Jacinda to see if she notices, because she's the important one in this moment.
He's just trying to see how competent his new HR director is. I mean,
Well, she rolled a 24 for her perception. So she does see it. Now I gotta roll and see.
And
she
keep
knows
in mind,
what
it's
it
just a
is.
symbol for caution,
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yeah, she doesn't know what it says. She rolled a 1 and then subtracted 4 from that.
Oh, she knows as much about street slang as I do about business. Got it.
Apparently.
For those of you who weren't here last session, I had 2 business rolls and I rolled a 1 on each one.
And then
And
I
got a
had to
5
be
and a
like,
6.
and then I had to be like, by the way, dude.
His
It was
deduction
fantastic.
skills did come in handy.
Domino, I feel like you're gonna need me for a little while.
Yeah, I probably.
Oh. So you have warned Harvey of caution. Are you showing the contract to everybody else or telling
Yeah, I'm
them-
walking everyone through it. So then it'll have the same symbol on it. Because I'm making the assumption that nobody else has seen it. But I start with Harvey.
The other 3 of you, if you want to roll a perception check to see if you see it, because you would all know the street slang for it.
17.
Same.
16.
Yeah, you all see that it's the sign for caution, and you did notice it changing. So your eyes were directed there.
I mean, Lobo's eyes just glaze over as soon as the writing's in front of him. So
That's all right. I just look at him like, I'll explain it later.
okay. I kill Fink.
Eventually.
You'll have an opportunity.
Mm.
That's all you can really ask for, you know.
He looks over at Frink and goes, I kill Fink.
We'll see.
As I hand the signed copies back to Clinton, I'll say, hope you got a good proxy.
Lawyer.
It'll be fine when I choose my champion.
Yeah, but you can't choose Lobo as your champion.
No, it'll be even better. Don't worry, it'll be a surprise.
Kill her too.
As I walk back, I'll say under my breath, is it going to be his wife?
Oh dear God.
I
Would that
mean,
be?
we wouldn't be sad.
Did you say that out loud?
No,
Under my breath.
he's saying it under his breath. I'm just saying it out of character.
I was saying it if Domino said it under his breath.
I say, okay, let's get moving. What other information can you give us on this? We've got quite a bit. So we know it's at New Cal casinos. How many, just that, for character knowledge, is there just one main casino, or is there just like in regular Macau or Vegas, a street?
If you look at the Tempestus map, there is New Macau off to the left-hand side, and it's all that one large building with a road that goes through it, because all of the buildings on this level have roads that go through them. And it is a solid 20 levels of various casinos.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure of, because I saw that it was a single location, but I wasn't sure if it was multiple casinos or not.
Yeah, no, it's a solid, so it's 20 floors high, and then that is easily 9 miles long for the building.
So, Obscura wants to ask, what is his game of choice?
He's partial to roulette.
Make it a little easier to find him. Half-naked man at a roulette table.
But sister, all you do is you hack into the cameras.
Oh yeah, Lobo, do a
yeah.
human perception check on Janetta to see how she feels about you're talking about Patches being the eye candy.
Yeah.
I'm offended.
Wow, I rolled a 1.
Oh, she's gonna murder you.
Roll
in your
again
sleep.
for how much you subtract from that.
10.
So that's whatever your skill is minus 10.
So -6.
So he's never getting laid again. 'cause she's
Completely unaware.
Yeah.
Oblivious.
Could not be more oblivious.
Obscura, you give me a human perception check as well.
Is he gonna die before his fight?
He's gonna need a new attachment.
15.
She's keeping a fairly straight face, but as you kind of look over at her throughout all of this, between him impaling the phone and going on about Patches, she definitely looks like she's reconsidering what had just happened.
I
Oh,
shake
boy.
my head. I'll catch her in a minute.
So Jacinda finally sits down at the head of the table. She's just been standing up at the front there, and she's like, so yes, what we would like, you were net runner, correct?
Yes.
Pointing at Obscura.
Yes.
So he has on his person, let me make sure that I'm saying this and I'm right. I'm not just pulling shit out of my ass. I I forget I have bookmark that I can look at. Do. The net running list is huge, so give me
He has something netty along with his
Is it a
meshy.
program or is it
I'm trying to see if there's anything that, because I'm pretty sure there's something like you can jack into architecture to access his information while he's there, but I need to see what he would have on him is where I was trying to get with that.
I mean, you could just generalize and then we could make it up
Yeah.
later.
So she says, we do want you to get close enough to get your hands on information that he keeps with him. Other net runners have tried, but most of the time they have failed. And he brutally handles any that he catches trying.
So when you say he keeps it on him, is it digital or hard copy?
It's digital. She wants me to go do a peer-to-peer on him to try and get it.
I mean,
Okay.
It'll be mostly naked, so it's not like he's
So, well,
covering-
no, that means that it's chipped, right?
I mean,
Probably.
we could kill
I
him and
need to
just-
look further into this because there's a lot about the net running that I don't
Well,
yet understand.
if it's a physical chip, we can just kill him and part him out. But if it's something actually in his architecture, I may have to go digging for it.
You mean like Johnny Mnemonic or something?
It's a total peer-to-peer connection.
Is it harder to whatever you do? Is it harder if he's dead?
Well,
Some of those
it
things
really
run
depends,
better.
depending upon what Chris wants to do with it, but it's harder because if what it sounds like is this gonna be something, this is completely out of character. This is gonna sound like something that is part of his internal cyberware that may have a kill switch. So taking him out, it would make it harder if we needed to recover it.
So, in character, yeah, if he's dead, I might not be able to get to it. So we have to keep him alive long enough for me to go digging and fight whatever he's got in there.
So it's good Patches does it because Patches can just make him sleep.
It
Right.
means
Point. That is a really good point, and she's got the pharmaceuticals, so she could build something for us.
yeah,
Right.
that's-
And
Um,
she is very pretty, so she will be fine. He will be attracted to her.
Oh,
brother,
come on, man. We're in the 2040s. Let's get over that.
Just,
it
just
it is risk, not me.
You're going.
Hey.
You're digging yourself a grave here. You just need to stop.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Just stop. With just
Patches, with your you're good at cyber tech.
But like
Do you
a
think you
nice
could build
dress-
something that would, or break something together that would allow us to sort of jam his control of his cyberware?
Would I be able to do that?
Let me look.
Would that be like a skill check or an equipment
Yeah.
check?
I'm
It would be a
betting
skill
for-
check and to build something.
Yeah, it technique, that's what I'm looking for. It would either be a cyber tech check or you could make a, I know there was something else that would work for this. Dear skills. I wish you actually had what I was looking for.
It could be science if she's trying to like science it all together.
Yeah. I
Yes,
was just
science
thinking
if she's trying to do it chemically, or cybertech if she's trying to do it with the cybertech.
Just depends. On...
I'm pretty confident that I could put something
Okay.
together.
Because I think that's going to be necessary,
It'd be easier if he's
given what
unconscious,
we know now.
but we can't kill him until I get what I need.
Right. That's why I was
Yes.
thinking that she could disable the control, which would mean it keep it still alive, and either put him under or something. And then we probably need to get some gear, like some zip cuffs or other stuff to restrain him.
I just hold him.
Right, but we might need you for security.
Oh.
You want to get bloody? That's the people that we're gonna have to get bloody with.
Mm.
You may have the opportunity to fight.
But he only have pretty ladies with him.
No, he has a pretty ladies with them. He has security in the shadows.
They hide. He's not going to come unsecured. Someone flashy like that walking around half naked with a bunch of women on his arm, he's not going to come unsecured.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think-
you're really good at seeing things coming at you, so we're definitely gonna need you to stay loose.
Would we be able to see
Okay.
who's on his payroll as protection so we can finger them?
What is phrasing not a thing?
Do you even
I
understand
have
what
half
faking
my
means?
face is a fucking plate. What do you think?
It's a mask.
It's a plate.
Right. Plate on your face.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. I kill security in shadows.
We need to see who it is, though. How many? What do they look
Yeah.
like? What do they carry on them?
What about the women that follow him around too? Are they all the
Yeah, they
same?
might be security too.
I don't want to kill them.
Well, if they're
The women
security-
that he usually has on his arms seem to be just eye candy. A couple of them have been notable politician and execs' daughters, for example.
Oh,
Yes,
shit.
but there
Does
are
that matter?
women that are quite
They-
beautiful if you just change their attire. They could pass off. And I point at Janetta, or, you know.
Oh,
And I'm like,
Like
she
he
could pass
like
off
he
quite well.
finally
as our
sees
champion."
Janetta now, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you. We could we could send both of them. Them Patches not on her own. Janetta can kick ass if she need to, and Patches do the drug thing."
Half Moon Harvey just slams his head on a table, and the plate goes into the table and leaves a dent. And he just takes another bottle. He puts it into the Dixie cup, and then he just swallows what's in the bottle. So
Should we, Obscura,
Do
should
some in
we?
the Dixie cup?
do you want it? Yeah,
Yeah,
take it.
absolutely.
Take
Thank you.
it. I think you need this more. And then I look at the empty bottle. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'll hand her mine. I haven't had any because it was lower quality than what I prefer.
I promise
I'll
I'll
do
have the
both.
better. I'll have the better shit later on.
Obscura, should we look at getting some generic casino badges to take with us?
Mm,
Mhm. It might be good just to have on hand in case we have to find him in a more secure location. Some of those high rollers
Yeah.
don't sit out in the open.
Would it
Patches,
also-
any gear you need?
Hmm.
Jacinda does kind of look up and she's like, "Oh, if you would like access to our chemistry lab instead of going back to your clinic, that is perfectly fine as well."
I just look at Patches. Free shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say no to that.
In America, though, everything that's free has a price to it.
right. The price is accurate.
All right. We also should get some comms in case we get separated or we need to talk a little quieter. Lobo, you got all the weapons you need, or do you need any additional ammo?
His hands are the weapons.
I don't. I mean, I have gun, and he pulls out his heavy pistol from its concealed holster.
Do you have armor piercing ammo for it?
I do. But I prefer.
I understand. I'm just asking if you need anything extra.
I want to well, things hard. Security don't care. Oh,
All right.
okay. I put okay.
And Obscura's like, I'll take anything that's not nailed down. So
All right. I'll put down extra ammo.
Mm. It would be better though we don't shoot up casino.
Yeah, generally.
Yes, the guards are quite trigger happy there.
And very armed.
Yes.
you-
And no one likes to use their insurance. I'm a bar owner. I would know.
And they might mistake we are there to rob, and
Rob
that
a
is
human being. A live
well,
human being.
yeah, but not a house. You know, we not try to take the house
no. House always wins.
because I want to live. Yes, stay alive.
This is the first I'm hearing this out of you.
Well,
He's just
Uh,
considering the optics of the situation.
I
Right.
know, it's just usually I see him as a battering ram.
right. What Fink
He's
said.
diversifying.
I am
Okay.
eyes
Okay.
of thing.
I am picking up what you're putting down. Picking up what
Right.
you're putting down.
So
On a let's see. What about a homing tracer? So we can tag him if we need to find out where his movements are.
Clinton, do we have something like that they can use?
oh, I'm sure we have someone who can help them with that.
Very good, very good.
Are we looks it sounds like they have an action plan.
Yes, we dress Janetta.
All right. So
and
zip
catches
cuffs.
up, and then I kill in shadows, and he kind of his eyes kind of go off into nowhere. It's just that long stare.
Jacinda does snap her fingers, and one of the guards steps forward, and she's like, I would like to see a test of you killing in the shadows. Take on my guard.
Okay. I mean,
So roll initiative.
yeah, all right.
Obscura just kicks back and puts her feet up.
I'll get my take bag ready just in case.
Clinton looks over at Harvey
17.
and bet on the big guy.
Okay, he got a 14, so you do go first.
Yeah,
Right.
Clinton, and I go, I have no money.
He's talking to the one who he knows is a fixer, so that's who you go to for odds at a fight.
So Lobo just stands up. Both wolvers come out, and
I'm trying to be objective. I'm trying to
He
be
disappears.
objective in this situation.
They keep making you disappear, and I'm dying.
I know that's it. It's my stealth.
He's in the shadows.
Yeah. So we will attack one with each. That is an 18 to hit with the first one,
Yeah, that'll hit.
and a 16 to hit with the other one.
Let me make sure they're on the evasion for that one, because it's nope, he only rolled 2 and he had to get at least a 9.
Okay. So the first one does 9 damage, and the second one does 9 damage.
Those are armor piercing, aren't they?
It doesn't say they're armor piercing, just long claws.
He does have as you first go to hit, there's a shield he has on his arm, and so he pulls that up, and that does take 10 points of the damage.
So
but
8
then
left.
it is shattered. So then he does take the other
8.
8.
Yeah.
1 second. I thought I pulled up all of his stats, but it was only some of his stats.
Right. Is he armed? Like, does he have a weapon out?
Yes, well, he does have a heavy pistol and a shotgun on him, as well as what you believe is a grenade launcher on his back, but he does seem prepared to do grapple techniques
Oh,
or brawling.
Is he carrying any of the weapons? Are they in his hand?
Yeah, there's like, yeah, one's on his side. One is like the pistol's on his side, and then the shotgun and the grenade launcher like crossed on his back.
Oh, but he doesn't have them in his hands.
No.
Okay, that's fine then. I don't have to disarm him.
All right. This does not actually give me his HP, so give me a second to figure that out.
Now comes the fun part where he tries to grab me.
There it is. All right. It did have it there. It was just hiding. So yeah, he kind of takes that and like it's pierced through his chest a little bit and kind of shakes himself off. And he is going to do a brawling attack to you with his cyber arms.
All right. So do I roll evasion twice?
Yeah, you'll
Dex
roll
brawling.
evasion for each.
Oh, I roll
No,
brawling
evasion
against
to
it?
try and avoid being hit.
Right. Okay. So that's a 23 to avoid it.
Well, that is a 24.
Ooh, nice.
And he does 9 points of damage to you with the first
So
one.
I do have armor on my body. I have
Okay.
a what do I have? I have a whatever the body armor that's 11.
Gotcha.
The low end.
So the light armor jack.
Yeah, that's what it is. So he did 10. So I've got, oof, that hurt.
Don't worry, his second one, he rolled a 1 minus a 2. So he does not hit on the second one more than
Right.
likely because that's like a 10.
Yeah, I rolled a 22. So.
And it goes back to you.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go Wolvers again. 23 to hit.
Yeah, no, that'll hit him. He can't roll high enough for that.
And a 19.
Yep, nope, he can't avoid that either. His dex is shit.
Okay. 11 on the first one. Oh, critical injury inflicted, 15.
Yeah, he's down. So describe how you take him out.
Well, the first two were to the shield arm. The first one to the shield arm, and then through to the body. The follow through was a backhand across his like face and scratched his chin. Left some nice grooves in his face, and the left was a straight shot into his sternum that just impaled him on my Wolvers. And then I look him in the eye and retract the Wolvers back through his body and let him fall.
He has a sucking chest wound.
So yes. So Jacinda
Yeah.
Very well done. Security, we can leave them be. Frink, I leave the rest to you.
I kill
And
Fink.
no,
Not yet.
no. That's trial by combat later.
I kill Fink later. Right.
After we do this job,
Right.
you've got to kill somebody.
Is he dead?
Oh, very. He's bleeding out on the floor.
Patches, keep him alive. He's good. He fought well.
The critical injury took him
I know.
16 below
Yeah, I know.
HP.
I just pat my brother on the shoulder. I'm like, no, there's no saving this one.
But
You try. I know.
oh, that is arterial spray.
That's arterial blood on the floor.
Mm.
That's it.
So,
Jacinda does say, well, I leave you all. Go ahead, have a seat, and I will send in fine wine. And her and the security guards walk out.
I
Maybe take him with you.
He's dead. She doesn't care.
This janitorial come clean it up.
I look at Clinton and I'm like, this is normal for corporate on this floor.
No, not
Yeah.
on this floor.
in closed door meetings. But it does sound like you guys have an action plan in place. So your vertical engagement is just going to be a little bit down. And he pushes a button on the table.
And you all do fall down chutes. And you are sent down to the prison level. And as they're falling,
Oh, and she did say you needed some things. So find Jimmy the Snake. He should be able to help you out. Harvey probably knows him.
roll a concentration check, Harvey, to see if you know who this person is as you're falling down a chute. So
What's the name?
-2 to
Jimmy the Snake.
DC.
This the snake is his name.
Yeah.
All right.
Jimmy the Snake.
All right. And what am I rolling for again? Sorry.
Concentration.
Concentration. I'm very not that right now.
Does the
15.
dead body fall?
No,
Then
it's
it's
just
flat.
your chairs. Your chairs become chutes.
Gross.
Yeah.
All right.
We get to the bottom, we just hear a slap.
Ugh.
We sh-
I mean, that's what they meant by janitorial. So yeah.
So 15
Oh,
was
you.
exactly what you needed to roll to recall who Jimmy the Snake is. And he is another fixer that was notorious, like reputation 10, notorious fixer. But he crossed the wrong people. And the last you heard, they supposed that he was incarcerated on level Ignotus. And you all are on your way to a platform on the prison level.
As
And that's
I'm
where
falling.
we're gonna
Yeah, I
end
was gonna
for
say.
tonight.
As I'm falling, I yell out to Clinton, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
All you hear from my shoot is I kill Fink.
That's data driven. We'll find out later. You can table that until you get back.
Absolutely gonna murder you.
Thank you so much, Dawn, for joining us.
Yes,
as
thank
this
you.
Character. That was fantastic.
It was perfect. It was all the annoyance I was hoping you'd bring.
Oh gosh. Thank you for having me though. It was a
Yes.
blast.
And we will have you outro yourself first. Tell us where we can find you, what else you have going on. I did not make a command for you because I fail.
It's quite all right. I am at D Von Dolan or at Don Von Dolan anywhere and everywhere. I play in a lot of things, but the only other major stream I'm on right now is once a month I play in a stream or GM a stream on Roll the Roll. That's twitch.tv/Roll the Roll. It's called Dampiers, where I have a bunch of players playing partial vampires in Pathfinder 2.
Oh, nice.
We love a Dampier. Tim.
I'm Tim, Flame Blackmore on Twitter. I'm playing here and maybe other places. I don't know. At some point this summer, we'll see.
Eric with 2 C's.
I'm Eric. I play Domino. Can be found at Despair on social platforms. And Thank God I didn't have to deal with the business roll this time.
I'm
Just with
glad
a
you-
contract. Marie.
I'm Marie, and you can find me on Twitter at Woven Freckles.
Eric with Onesie.
Yep, my name is Eric. I play Half Moon Harvey for this stream. I'm also known as Trials of Bren, TTRPG, on both Twitter and Instagram. I'm currently working on a beginner's guide for Trials of Bren. I don't know when it's coming out. Because I have a wedding to focus on more.
Fair.
But it is possible in the near future we may play my game. So we'll see.
Yes, I'm all for that.
And Kat.
I'm Kat. I am also known as Autumnox on Twitter. I am the producer on this channel when you don't see me on screen, and when you do, I am in this game. And that's about it right now.
No, chaos commentary.
I was getting there. We normally do chaos commentary every other week, and Kristen and I do that show together, but we're not doing it for the next 2 weeks, so Kristen can catch up on her show, Chaos Curiosities, and then we'll be back later in the month with that.
We had a special guest. It threw us off.
It just messed up the schedule a little. And that's it for me.
And I'm Kristen, Darcerilish all over the place on the interwebs. You can find me. No, you can't find me tomorrow night because we're on break for 2 weeks.
Next week.
Usually on Saturdays, you can find me on Exquisite Corpse Presents as Candy, but we just had our season finale and shit happened and it's crazy. Normally on Mondays, you would find me running Madness Takes Artena over here, but because it's 4th of July, we are taking a break for
Hey,
that day.
Summer.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
I will be doing Chaos Curiosities. I'm going to be talking
Wednesday.
about
Wednesday.
tension. Oh, Wednesday. Yes.
We moved to
Tuesday
Wednesday.
is Wizard Color.
Watercolor Wizardry at 1 p.m.
Words are
Pacific.
hard, y'all.
Words are hard. And
Watercolor Wizardry with Maria, where I believe she'll be starting the characters for the game I will be playing on
Yes.
Tuesdays soon.
just gonna do one character a week for Amalia, and
Okay.
or for Misguided Magic, as we're calling it,
Yes.
which premieres
Misguided
July 19th.
And I will be playing in that when it comes. Then Wednesday night will be Chaos Curiosities, where I'm going to be talking tension in your games. And then Thursday, we swing back around to At the Threshold with North Shore DM, Chad, running that, and where I play Astray, who is apparently now an emotional support undead.
So
It's a trip.
really- Yeah, we'll get you a special vest.
And on that note, thank you again, everybody, for coming out. Our special guest, Dawn, for coming on. All our players.
Sorry, not sorry,
Uh,
Kat, for what I said on Twitter.
I wouldn't
And
expect
we're
you
going to raid into Ladies of D&D. So stick around a minute.
10 seconds.
The countdown, the final countdown.
Well, I'm not going to start it beforehand after what happened last time.
Yeah.
Here we go. Bye.
Bye.
Night. I went.